There's your Baphomet, folks. Hello everyone, and welcome to video 63 of Exposing the Beast System. Right now I need you to forget everything that you have ever learned in this world and start fresh. Start fresh. Okay, so we know that we have been indoctrinated in a totally satanic society since birth. And we know that there are bad actors. Otherwise, the earth wouldn't be in the dire straits that it's in, because these people push all of the bad stuff on us. And when I say these people, I am speaking of the people that are members of secret societies all around the world. There are a lot of secret societies all around the world. And these people play a part in the, they have a part to play in every psyop, every hoax, every aspect of your life, period. They present your life to you. Your life is 100% scripted. And the script is handed down by the people that control the realm that we occupy. It's very simple. It's very simple. And people say, Maxwell, where does it start? Okay, and this is video 63. So, of course, it's representative of the 3 sixes to the devil people. And when I say that, I am talking about the Freemasons, because that is where it begins. And if you don't know what Freemasonry is, you need to look into it. Because Freemasonry, basically that's where it begins, and then they move into secret societies, and those secret societies control the realm that we occupy. That's how it goes. And they are asked to perform rituals to show their gratitude for eating out of the devil's pot. They have to perform rituals on the masses. And, it's all trickery, but some of those rituals have to do with trauma-based mind control. These people using trauma to control your mind. They get you thinking with your feelings rather than using rational thought and trying to critique what they're actually presenting to you. Now, we know these Freemasons come in many shapes, sizes, and forms. But where it all begins is with your direct controllers. Because these people think that they're better than you. They think that they're better than you. But they're not. And once you get up into the higher levels of Masonry, you basically turn yourself into a subhuman. Because that's what it's about with the higher ups of the Freemasons, is basically their androgynous utopia. It's all about androgyny, transhumanism, transgenderism. That's what it's all about. It's just an abomination to the Almighty Creator's greatest creation, which is you. You are the Almighty Creator's greatest creation. Of course, the Almighty Creator created the earth. People ask me, what are my religious beliefs? I have zero religious beliefs. I don't believe in any religion on this realm that we occupy, this rock. I don't believe in any of them. I believe that Freemasonry is the biggest sham of them all. But I do believe that they believe. I believe that they believe. And they use the power of money to grant all of their wishes. I'm watching these Freemason puppets getting pushed up on YouTube, and I mean, they're just coming and coming and coming. They're taking it over, folks. It's just like in the movies. It's just like in the movies, they started the movies. But, it started out, YouTube was basically just people putting up videos, people like myself. People like myself. And now it's just commercialized, and they have all these professional video productions out of Hollywood. That's what it is, folks. That's what it is. And a lot of the big time YouTubers now, they're trannies. They're trannies. You can see it. If you can identify them, if you know anything about physiology, you can identify these people. It's very easy. It's very easy. Bill Gates wants to vaccinate the world. The last picture was just for a little bit of comic relief, folks. Michael Obama. After 30 days of quarantine. That's kind of funny. I had to put that in the video. Okay, so now let's move on to a different type of Freemason puppet, the controlled opposition. Let me give you a little bit of insight into Dr. Fauci, this character that they're pressing on the masses as some kind of savior at this point. Fauci paying homage. Here he is. This is from 2001. There's your Fauci, Bill Gates, Ted Turner, George Soros, Barbara Walters. Do not be deceived, folks. The reason you are on lockdown right now is because they are doing a head count. They are counting the people. And they are going to know where you are going forward. Not that they didn't before. They had tracking devices on us before. They had these phones for a long time. They've pushed these phones on us. They have us bringing these items into our house like Alexa, like Google Talk, and all of that stupid stuff that they just keep pushing. Every smart device has a camera and a microphone in it, folks. All of them. That's why they're called smart. And trust me, they're not working for you. They are working against you. And one thing that I've noticed, that everybody is running to the hospitals to notice how empty that they are now. But I've noticed actually a few communications vans sitting around schools. So they are installing 5G in the schools. That's what we need to be concerned about right now. I know that some people try to downplay the impact of 5G millimeter wave technology on the human being. But the fact is, folks, that all radio waves are bad for the human being. And there are certain frequencies that are really bad. And guess what frequencies that these people are going to operate on? They're going to operate on the frequencies that are most harmful to the human being. Radio waves are not good for us, folks. They're not good for us.
Yeah, Dan, we started seeing in the Richmond neighborhood, block after block, these signs right here. They started showing up just a couple of days ago, calling it a public health warning that the future site here is of a 5G small cell installation. Now, we don't know that that's going to be the case for sure. The city says it did not put up these signs, even though they say you should call the city if you're worried about cell phone companies putting in small cells lower down and closer together than the cell towers we're used to seeing. That's what the signs are saying. Now, those smaller cells can fit on a light pole. They're in the works nationwide to help provide 5G service, which is 20 times faster than 4G sometime in the future. Now, city leaders are concerned about possible increased health risks with radio frequency emissions closer to people, but they say their hands are tied by federal law.
We cannot block 5G from coming. Due to the Telecommunications Act of 1996, we cannot make decisions based on possible health effects. That is for the FCC to decide.
Now, the Federal Communications Commission requires cities to accept all applications from telecommunications companies to expand wireless capability. Now, the City Council has requested the FCC to do more studies and share the results of health effects from wireless technology. But again, it's simply a request. They cannot demand that the feds do that. We'll keep you posted on this. Live in Southeast Portland, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
How's it going? Once again, your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, and some dumb bastard in the UK decided it was time to burn down a 5G tower. Now, 5G is another radio wave along the spectrum of multiple radio waves that are constantly going through us and interacting with us. Is 5G bad for you? Yes. Is any Wi-Fi bad for you? Yes. Is any radio wave bad for you? Yes.
Well, if you're wondering how to combat these radio waves, these signals, these electromotive forces, which is what EMFs really are, you can use one of these, folks. You can use a little magnetron. Use a little magnetron. I have a video up of how to make them. They're very simple, but they're very effective for what we're working with right now. Do I know how effective that this little device is going to be in a few years from now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how fast they plan on turning this stuff up. At first, it's just going to be wonderful and everybody's going to have faster data. And then it's going to start subverting mankind, which is my true motivation for making all of these videos, folks. I like to bring attention to things that I think that are plaguing humanity. Simple as that. I have no agenda. My channel is not monetized. My agenda is to try to get people to gain a different perspective than the one that they have been presented with. It's as simple as that. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to crush your beliefs. We've all been tricked. We've all been tricked. And once you can come to the conclusion of that, then life gets a little bit simpler when you try to understand some of this. Because right now I'm not living in fear the way most people are. I'm not running around with a mask on my face. People are actually looking at me strangely in a grocery store or wherever because I don't have a mask on. And that's the sad state of affairs today with the American public. It's just the way it is. I'll live with it. I'll cope. That's the great human ability, is to overcome and adapt situations. And we will overcome and adapt this. We will. The devil people are not going to win. They know their time is short. And so is the time on this video. Thank you for watching today. This is going to be the end of video 63. Have a blessed week. I'll see you soon.